So there really is an underground lake here. Tell me, where is the medical facility?
It's not here. In fact, it never even existed in the first place.
But I've seen people carried in here with my own eyes. Where could they have all gone?
The answer is right in front of you. You need but open your eyes.
What do you mean?
Are you trying to say that they all drowned in this lake?
No. They're just what you see before you. What's left when matter ceases to be matter. Perhaps the scale is throwing you off. Let me show you what I'm getting at.
What?
No way. It can't be.
So then, this entire lake is...
Yes. All this is the hollowing.
I still don't follow, Miguel. What happened to your hand? And what is this hollowing you speak of?
This is what I wanted to show you, my lord. When a life form's drained of its astral energy, its physical form breaks down completely, a death leaving no physical remains. All that's left is a reflective substance, the only proof that matter once existed at all. That hollowing is the substance that fills this lake.
This whole lake. How many people? How many Danans?
You actually expect me to believe all that? That an astral arts illiterate Danan would know of this unseen atrocity? And that I, a Renan lord, would have no knowledge?
I have one last piece of evidence, Lord Dohalim. This is a fruit of Helgen, the cause of all of this.
What are you doing, Miguel?
Here is your proof, my lord. Proof of the bounds of your knowledge. Proof of the countless Danan deaths under your watch. No, they were not merely deaths. Those Danans were completely erased. And now, the only testament is that lake of hollowing.
Miguel!
Someone close to you is behind all of this. This person is amassing huge amounts of astral energy. You have to stop them. You're the only one who can prevent Menancia from returning to the living hell that it was once before. I beg you, for the future of the utopia you have created, please stop them. Don't let your dream die just as it's become a reality.
Wait a minute, I don't know if I...
Miguel! Miguel! Miguel!
Forgive me, Kisara. I'm sorry. It was the only way I could open his eyes. I didn't have much time left anyway. Please, help our Lord Dohalim to make our greatest dream a reality.
Nicole? Nicole?
Stop! Stop! That voice! Make it stop!
Darling!
What is this? His Master Core's going berserk!
Nicole! Nicole!
I know all you want is peace, but we need your help. We gotta get him under control.
Damn! As if he wasn't already strong enough!
Pray forgive me this, my lord.
Raging
Tiger Blade!
Right here!
Here I come!
Top field!
It's over!
That rock is huge!
Watch out, everyone!
Tiger Blade!
Here I go! It's over!
Swallow
Go
blade!
ahead!
Try
Not
this!
my watch!
That's it! Dazzling Spin!
To the wind!
Tiger Blade!
Laser spear! You're evil!
This one's mine! This one's mine! Dazzling Spin! Laser Spear! Tiger Blade!
Swallow blade! Try this!
Infernal going in!
One more!
Going in! Air thrust!
Try harder!
Thousand years tear you to shreds!
Tiger Blade!
Take this! You're finished!
Falling Storm!
Freezing storm!
Infernal
Tiger Blade!
Photon tornado!
Falling
Let me
Storm!
I owe you one.
Tiger Blade!
May 1,000 gales tear you to shreds! Right. I'm only getting
This
started.
one's mine.
I can do this all day!
Wait!
None shall escape
Tiger
my
Blade.
judgment. Here goes!
You're mine!
Raging storm! One more! Firmament trigger! Mega ray! Arrow sword!
This one's mine!
Healing circle! May
Look out
1,000
for the
gales
charge
tear you
attack.
to shreds.
Nothing gets through me. This I swear. Tiger Blade!
Freeze lancer! Face with sharpness!
Wolfsmith Wake! Dazzling Spin!
Here I go!
Divine instant!
Annihilation!
Lightning on raging cascade!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Here! I'm out of the fray! Semi-aqua!
No further!
He stopped moving!
Get it now!
Please forgive me.
Lightning orb!
Torrent!
Where that came from?
I'm not...
Stand to the
Tiger
wind!
Blade!
Air
Blast
thrust!
the shock!
Light astral air instant!
You're on!
I heal you all! Healing circle!
Falling Storm! Appreciate the help. Thanks, Shield.
Downfall!
Here, let me
I'm
help.
not feeling so great.
First aid! Here goes! Raging cascade!
Spirit
Flame!
Try
Reload!
this!
I'm out!
Infernal
Now
torrent!
spray! Mega ray! One for the stop! Annihilation! Firmament render! Now! Astral energy!
Say no more!
This one's mine.
I'll heal you
One
all!
more.
Lightning orb!
Infernal
Power
torrent!
with that Tiger Blade!
There.
Wait! A freezing tiger blade! Vanquish darkness! Ice tornado!
Falling storm!
Divine strength! Spirit blade!
Tiger blade!
It's over!
I'm lightning orb! Raging cascade! In here! I'll be saving this one! May 1,000 gales carry you to birthday! Gusty nail! I can do
Try this!
Tiger blade!
You're mine! It's over!
Freeze lancer!
Desperate spin! Ready to go!
Annihilation! Lightning orb!
Burning! This one's mine!
Firmament render!
Storm!
Swallow blade! Try this!
Tiger blade!
Infernal torrent!
Lunar blast! What can we?
Falling storm!
Here I come!
By the
Gale
power!
force! May 1,000 gales carry you through! Gusty nail!
Will this help? This one's mine!
Swallow blade! Try this!
Tiger blade!
Infernal torrent!
A freezing storm! God!
Astral energy! Tiger blade!
I'll smash you!
Hit! Instant!
Falling storm!
Here's the hero!
Appreciate the help!
Gale force! Raging cascade!
It's over! Try this!
Tiger blade!
Infernal torrent!
May 1,000 gales carry you to shreds!
This will be
Try harder! Hold nothing back! I owe you one. Here I come! It's over! You picked the wrong fight!
Freezing storm! Gale force!
I'm not done!
Dance in the wind! Ice tornado!
Try this! Infernal torrent!
Healing circle!
I owe you one.
Desperate spin!
I owe you one.
Tiger blade!
Infernal torrent!
Sharing Falling storm! Attack time!
Lightning energy! Raging cascade! Annihilation!
Tiger blade!
Confiscated!
Water snake wing!
A freezing
Tiger
storm!
blade!
Lightning tornado! Dance in the wind!
Try harder!
Tiger blade!
Vanquish darkness!
Light up the
You're finished!
Appreciate the help!
Freezing divine strength!
Lord Duhalim!
Frozen!
Hammer!
Are you all right? What was that just now? I understand this is a lot for you to take in, but Miguel trusted you.
Impossible. I have no such power. Truth be told, I never wanted this. I never wanted to be a lord. However, competing for a position in the crown contest was required of me, and in the process, I took the life of a dear friend. The life I took and the bloodshed, the hatred that it earned me. It was far more than I could ever bear. But the screams and tears of the slaves, they would reawaken my memories of that day. The memories of my friend's scream, and the tears of the one who mourned him. I couldn't take it any longer. I didn't want to remember.
So that's it? That's the real reason you freed the Danans? Just so you wouldn't have to listen to their screams?
Wait. So everything you've done...
Precisely. It was simply to distance myself from all the pain and death, all for my own selfish ends. And if it made everyone happy in the process, well then that was just an added benefit. Or perhaps I truly did believe in those ideals at one point. But living up to them was never my aim.
Impossible. Your dream of coexistence? The ideals that you always championed? So you're saying that everything you stood for? You're saying it was all just a self-obsessed lie? Tell me it isn't true, Lord Dohalim. Because my brother believed in you in your dream!
Forgive me.
So this is who you really are?
Stop!
Let go! Let me go! Let me go!
It's enough, Kisara!
Let go!
Stop!
I'll tear him apart! I swear I'll...
Are you trying to ignore your brother's dying wish? He entrusted you with his dream!
Just kill me. I'm nothing. I am but a shell of a man now. I'm just a pitiful coward who shrank from his duties. I would only ask that you make it quick.
This man... This is the person my brother died for. And for what? For what? I need you to get out of my sight right now. Go, before I change my mind!
Are you feeling any better?
Yeah, a little. Thanks.
What are we gonna do now?
I still have unfinished business with Dohalim.
He's a world away from the Lord Balsef was. There's no need for us to fight him, Shion.
In case you've forgotten,
Guys! I think something's going on outside.
Kisara! There you are!
What's happening?
Kelzolik has started an insurrection. He's driving all of the Danans out of the palace.
What? Has he lost his mind? What about Lord Dohalim?
We don't know where he is, Captain. We thought maybe you would.
No, I don't. I haven't seen him since we were inside the quarry.
Damn. Well, either way, I wouldn't go near the palace. Any suspected Renan sympathizers are being arrested on sight. This whole thing is a powder keg about to explode. Best prepare for the worst.
I guess not all of the Renans here like the idea of coexisting with the Danans after all.
So this is it. This is the real Menancia.
Are you giving up?
On what? This realm is already finished. It perished along with my brother's dream.
That's a shame. And I guess all the people who believed in that dream are on their own out there, aren't they? Not all of the Renan sided with Kelzolik. There's still hope, Kisara. Your brother's dream is only dead when there's nobody left who believes in it. Am I wrong?
You're right. I'm going to the palace. I need to see what's happening there with my own eyes. What are you all doing?
I thought it was pretty clear. We're coming with you.
I appreciate the thought, really. But there's no need for you all to get involved in this.
Dohalim said it himself, right? All of us. We're liberators.
Thank you.
Will things be okay in the city?
I'm concerned about that as well. But for now, let us get to the palace.
Right. We'd best clamp down on things at the source before they get out of control.
The fact the enemy's holding themselves up tells me they're not exactly happy to see us.
Then we'd better go in prepared for whatever welcome we get.
We have to stop Sir Kelzelik.
Don't you think it's about time you dropped the sir?
He always treated us Danans with such warmth and kindness. Did he have such bad intentions all along? I just can't bring myself to believe it.
Forget about intentions. We should assume he's the one who's behind all these incidents. It's not surprising to me that there are Renans in Menancia who resent Dohalim, but I didn't expect one would be so close to him.
Yes, I suppose you're right. I guess all of us here in Menancia are still some way off from being a truly united realm, aren't we?
Are you going to be okay, Kisara?
I don't know, but I definitely don't want things to end like this. Please, lend me your strength.
Of course. Anyone who tries to oppress others is our enemy, and we'll gladly stand against them. Besides, I want to believe that this realm really can do better too.
Done. This is sure to give the others some much-needed energy.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately? I thought we'd see fighting throughout the city, but it's dead quiet.
Either Dohalim's allies have been arrested, or they're keeping a low profile.
The rebels are occupying the palace? Then let's hurry up and kick those bastards out. This place is awfully quiet for a siege palace.
Such a huge place is spooky without all those people here.
They're probably waiting to ambush us.
With so few Renans here, I guess this is what it's like when the Danans are expelled and the ruling minority are all that's left. My money's on them using Zeugles to even the odds.
I don't even see any Danan guardsmen.
The fact that they're not at their stations tells me they really have been driven out. We all swore an oath of loyalty to Lord Dohalim. My fellow guards wouldn't abandon their post lightly.
Speaking of which, where the heck is he?
How could this be happening?
Any idea where we should go in the main building?
Let's try the Lord's chamber.
Worth a shot.
Hey Law, you can bust that wall open, can't you?
Well, let's give it a try and find out!
You sure about that? From what I hear, that thing can stop even a cannonball.
On second thought, let's see if there's a release mechanism somewhere.
Kisara, do you have any idea just what Kelzelik might be planning at the palace?
It's hard to say. I've never seen him use any powerful arts, and I don't think he's particularly skilled with any weapons either. However, I have noticed him accompanied by something strange from time to time.
What kind of strange?
I don't know. I couldn't see anything with him, but I could sense something was there. Probably some sort of Zoogle.
An invisible Zoogle?
We'd better be careful in any case. I'd rather we not find out after it jumps us and tries to rip our throats out.
Go no further!
No!
None
Dragon
further!
Force! End them!
Piercing roll!
How about this?
Take down the defenses!
You're mine! It's over! Try this!
Here I go!
We're not kidding!
Split it open!
Be my guest!
This one's mine!
Tiger blade!
I can only rely on
Here I
myself.
come!
Watch and
No escape!
Photon blazing cascade!
Infernal Force! This one's all mine!
Frozen!
Hammer! Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Here we go! It's over!
That's it!
Stardust!
Tiger blade!
Dragon Swarm! Try this!
Read your moves like a
We're not finished!
Blind freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done! I'm only getting started!
flaming
Do it!
meteor!
Get toasty!
Bird strike!
I can feel my power growing! Right, here goes!
This one's mine!
Seal!
Look sharp!
You got
This
spirit!
one's mine!
Sleep now! Lightning orb!
Not a chance! No escape! Double demon!
Make it win!
Dragon Swarm!
More for the sky! And then more for the Here begins the
Here I
wind!
come.
Air thrust!
It's over!
Light activation now! Keep going! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Barely a blip on our radar.
I think this is a key to the noble room of the castle.
A noble what?
The room at the northern end of this floor. Maybe the release mechanism is in there.
You know, the more I think about it, This palace is way too big for its own good.
Tell me about it.
Hi, Hoodle!
Now you'll learn! Damn it!
Denied! Instant!
You're mine!
Damage
Look,
win!
suck!
In here!
So much for talking it out.
You got damage, man!
Magic is in now!
Demons descend! Flashing fang!
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
An opponent like this should be easy. Engaging! Soda! Fall back! Rising Phoenix!
Falling storm! You'll have no mercy!
Make it rain!
Baby, go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Hear me! Flame of fury! Magic is
Fire
in
falling
Here's
storm!
evil!
Try this!
Piercing roar! Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
Is that some kind of note the rebels left?
Hey, it mentions the release mechanism we're looking for. But
This isn't enough to go on.
An opponent like this should be easy.
You got spirit!
Here I come!
they really don't give up, do they? Sion, astral energy, full throttle!
Barely a blip on our radar.
That's no ordinary enemy I see.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Confiscated!
Not done!
You think that shield will save you?
By me!
Gale force! Now, that's my cue!
It's almost too strong. Shut him down.
Man, 1,000 gales, tear me to shreds! One more! Just be real!
Make it rain!
Dragon Swarm!
Tiger Blade!
Try this!
None of us raging cannon! Spread! Stand to the wind!
You're
Now!
mine! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Xion.
Right.
Right.
opponent like this should be easy.
Bring him down!
I'm knocked up! Dragon Swarm!
Watch for their range attack!
Do it! Xion, astral energy! Full throttle! May 1,000 gales carry
It's almost too strong.
We're not finished!
Be my guest.
That's it!
Kisara, Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm
Right behind you, Xion.
I won't forgive you!
I will show you any mercy. An astral art?
That's my cue!
All right. There are enemy forces here, too?
They must be predicting our movements and deploying accordingly.
So they figured we were coming all along, is that it?
Out of our way!
Bring him down!
I'll be saving this one!
Locked and loaded!
Falling storm!
Tiger Blade!
Rise with Phoenix!
With this, I can become even stronger!
An opponent like this should be easy.
Engaging!
Try this!
Fire support!
Firmament
I'm
render!
the true gunslinger around here.
Plasma shock!
Falling storm!
Stardust! Rise and force!
Listen!
Do it!
Tiger Blade! Don't get complacent.
Little help!
Feisty one, eh?
Take my revenge on you!
Engaging!
Here's a healing energy!
It's almost too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest.
Going in!
Giant instant! Like astral dance in the wind! That's my cue!
Shut him down.
Here's a flame of fury!
Rising Phoenix!
Bullseye!
We're not finished! You're finished!
Freeze!
Going in!
Here I come!
More where that
You're
came
finished!
from!
Don't get complacent.
What's this thing?
Gotta break through!
Engaging!
Hear me! Flame of shatter! Burning strike! Glacial Freeze
Gun!
Light
Dragon
storm!
Form! Try this!
Annihilation! Flame of fury! Burning strike! Nothing in here! This is it! Mission! Flame meteor! More where that came from!
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
Look! Another note from the rebels.
If we combine it with the note we found before, then there should be a key inside a cabinet in the office.
Great. Let's see if we can find it.
I won't forgive you!
Engaging!
Tiger Blade!
Report! Mission!
Into the shadows!
Look sharp!
Take this shot!
Too much to handle!
This one's mine! Here,
Barely a blip on our radar.
No choice!
Engaging!
Freezing storm!
Double Demon Fang!
Down is the wind!
Release it!
One astral energy! It's a duel beyond!
I see what it is!
Cover the caster!
It got fired!
I got cascade! Let him horseman!
An astral arch? All yours!
In the wind!
We're not kidding!
Its armor's too strong! Be my guest! You're finished!
Tiger Blade!
Stardust!
Make it rain! Dance in the wind! In here!
You're mine!
Spear! You're taking this one!
This one's mine!
More where that came from!
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
Even if Danans and Renans aren't on completely equal footing here, both sides still cared about each other. And now we have to fight some of those same Renans inside the palace.
Don't forget, we're here fighting to keep what makes this realm so special alive. Don't lose hope, Kisara.
Gotta break through!
Now you'll learn!
Reload! Ready now!
Damn it, Smitty!
More for the stockpile!
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down! Rising Phoenix! Its armor's too strong!
Then I'll split it open!
Be like it!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Did that finally get rid of the wall?
To think they would hide it in Lord Dohalim's personal quarters. The nerve of these people.
They won't get away with it for much longer.
That's right. We have to hurry to the Lord's chamber. Let's go!
Well, well, if it isn't the slaves and the traitor. I don't remember giving you permission to enter the palace.
So it's true. You really are the one behind all this, Kelzelik.
I don't remember giving you permission to speak either. Know your place, slave.
Now we see his true colors.
Yeah, a despicable excuse for a human being. Though really, I guess that makes him pretty ordinary, huh?
Kelzelik, you were Lord Dohalim's most trusted advisor. His closest ally. Why would you betray him?
Don't be a fool. I didn't serve him because I wanted to. I expect a mere slave would know, but there are many powerful contenders for the position of Lord. A contest of strength determines the one who will be Lord and undisputed ruler of a realm. There is no choice in the selection. If my master had any ambitions of becoming the sovereign, I would have gladly served him.
But he had no intention of fighting for the crown.
Indeed. Can you slaves even imagine how that looked to the rest of us? Enduring the whims of an ambitionless lord, all we could do was wait for the end as we suffered through our humiliation.
You want suffering? Try being Danon for a day.
So you plotted against Lord Dohalim in secret. And when my brother found out...
And I would do it all again if it meant returning Menancia to its rightful state! A realm where Danons are slaves and Renans their masters. It's the natural order.
Enough! Who are you to decide what is natural or rightful, traitor? Miguel, my brother, he dreamed of building a world free of suffering. He gave his life for that dream. And all you've managed to build is a lake of death! You killed my brother. And now you'll die for it! My brother's dead because of you!
Why should I concern myself with the passing of one pathetic slave?
Have you no shame?
Careful! Have some kind of camouflage!
Tiger Blade!
Aim for the weak spot. Explosive ring!
Tiger Blade! I don't feel so hot.
You should sit this one out.
And miss all the sun? No way. Down! Your arm!
Take it! Strike!
Piercing roar!
Annihilation! Magna Ray!
Falling storm!
May 1,000 gales
Dragon form!
Here, let me help.
I owe you one.
It vanished again?
Listen carefully and keep your eyes peeled.
Here I come!
I'm going! One more! Tiger Blade!
Here goes! More where that came from!
Good shot! One more! Denied!
Sealed! I'll be
Dragon form!
First aid!
Spin!
Explosive ring!
Astral energy!
Tiger
More where
Blade!
that came from!
You're mine!
It's the wind! In here!
Last my
This
shot!
one's
I'll
mine!
be saving this one! Ray! Light astral energy! More where that
One
came from!
freezing storm!
You're mine!
This one's mine!
Here's a healing ray!
Take this! It's over! Dragon form!
Tiger Blade!
Explosive ring!
It's weakened!
This ends now!
I'll be saving this one!
Time to shine!
Last my shot! I owe you one. It's over!
Tiger Blade!
Get to the wind! Sealed! Where's the stockpile?
Tiger Blade!
Dragon form!
Magna Ray!
Water!
I'll fix you up!
Armor won't save you! Tiger Blade!
It's over!
By the power of water!
Double demon fang!
Ridwell! Astral energy! Full throttle!
Water snake, wait!
Dragon form!
Time to shine!
Try this! Explosive ring!
Next shot! Reinforcement!
You're mine! It's over!
Time to shine!
This one!
Vanquish dark glacial spear!
Here's the evil!
Here it comes! Focus!
On your toes, everyone!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Got it! Leave it to you!
Tiger Blade!
Rage!
Dragon form!
Look shot! One more!
Explosive ring!
Air thrust!
You're mine!
Tiger Blade!
Plasma shock!
Glacial spear! Here's the evil!
Anything in armor is all
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down! Double
None
demon
shall
fang!
escape my judgment!
You're finished!
Divine
Try
Rage!
harder!
I can do this all day!
Tiger Blade!
Rage cascade!
I'm not
Lunar
done!
thrust! Gale force! Raging cascade! Seal! More for the
Dragon
stockpile!
form!
Downfall!
Explosive
Here's
ring!
a healer! More where that came from!
Tiger Blade!
Into the shadows! Cover the character! Going in!
You're mine!
Lightning!
Last my shot!
Angela!
I'm out of ammo!
Judgment spin!
Stardust!
I'm on a roll!
Rising Phoenix! Hold nothing back!
Appreciate the help! Judgment spin!
Dragon Swarm!
Going in!
Explosive ring!
Take the marksman handle this! This one's mine!
You're mine!
Appreciate the help!
More Fury Flame! Reload!
Look sharp! Tiger Blade!
I'm almost impressed.
High praise coming from you.
I said almost. Don't get carried away.
Their arts were interrupted! Time to shine! Here I go! You're mine! This one's mine!
Dragon Swarm!
Try
this! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Now you see what I can do!
More for the stockpile! Dance in the healing circle!
Appreciate the help!
Stardust!
Tiger Blade!
Phoenix! Take this!
Here's evil!
It's over!
Take this!
Here's a hero!
Piercing roar!
Firmament
Double
Raider!
Demon Fang!
Falling storm!
Confiscated!
Glacial Spear!
Freeze Lucky Nail!
Dragon Swarm!
One more!
Try this!
Flame of
Explosive ring!
It's about to strike! Here's evil!
Look sharp, everyone!
Freeze Blazer!
Here, let me help!
Firmament
Do it!
Ranger!
Shion!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
You filthy slaves are despicable!
Your dreams of attaining lordship are no more. Give up, Kelzelik.
Attaining lordship! Ridiculous! Only those who possess a master core can become a lord. What, did you think just anyone could do it?
But then, what were you trying to accomplish with this? Didn't you betray your lord?
Yes, that's true. However, there are other lords.
Other lords? So you mean...
At last, the truth is revealed.
Dohalim, where have you been this whole time?
Cleaning up. Kelzelik, you've made your last of these.
The fruit of Helgen?
It can't be. You found my production facility?
Correct. And I tore it down. But something still troubles me. It's clear that this is no ordinary fruit. Nor was the equipment used to grow it. You couldn't have done all this without outside assistance. Indeed. Something like this must have come from another realm. Mahak-Sar, perhaps?
You actually expect me to talk now? At this point, the contest for the crown will be over soon enough. And you will finally receive the punishment you deserve for your weakness.
I've already received my punishment. May this be my final act, as the Lord of Elder Menancia. Go. To Mahak-Sar, Ganeth Haros, wherever you think you'll find a suitable lord.
Are you all right with this? He killed your brother after all.
He did. But then I thought, he's nothing more than one common, ordinary Renin. He's not worthy of my time or my anger, right?
So after everything, was the dream of coexisting just a dream?
What is that?
Those are the cheers of the brave Danans who overpowered Kelzelik's forces.
Wait, they challenged the Renans?
Indeed. A militia made up of Danan guardsmen, Renin supporters, and of course, the Gold Dust Cats.
Do we have you to thank for bringing them all together?
Regardless of what your original motivations were, your dream of coexistence saved countless lives. And now, those people out there are fighting to keep that dream alive. That's something real.
Be that as it may, they do so now by their own hands. These people no longer need any lord.
Where are you going?
To put an end to the crown contest. So long as its madness persists, peace will remain ever out of reach. I cannot allow it to continue.
The crown contest impacts far more than just the Danans. You're choosing to fight Lenegis and the entire Empire.
I am well aware. However, if I wish to keep this dream from dying, then I have little choice in the matter. Besides, it's the least I can do.
So you're gonna go out there and make that dream real on your own?
You may be decided on your path, but that doesn't make it any less difficult.
Why not walk that road with us?
Pardon?
You heard me. We're fighting to liberate the Danans, and you're fighting for the people of this realm. I'd say we're on the same path, really. It would only make sense for us to walk it together.
Danan dissidents, side by side with a Renan lord? Not the least intriguing invitation I've received. An invitation which would only be proper courtesy for me to accept.
I'll take that as a yes.
Hey, where'd Kisara go? I don't see her anywhere.
Maybe she just needed some time alone. A lot's happened.
That makes sense. She did just lose her brother after all.
We ought to keep moving as well. So long as there are lords who draw breath, we have a mission to complete. Kisara's a big girl. I'm sure she can handle herself. We should hurry on ahead to our next destination.
I guess you're right. And it is a lot safer here than it was. What do you think, Dohalim?
I am not sure I have the right to say anything as far as Kisara is concerned.
Fair enough. Well, I, for one, would like to say goodbye if we get a chance. Let's keep an eye out for her as we leave.
What's Kisara going to do now?
I'm sure it's complicated for her.
Where did Kisara run off to?
You don't think she took off after Kelzelik, do you?
No. Nagal entrusted her with his dream. She wouldn't do something reckless like that. Right now, I think she just needs time to think. What she does from here on out is up to her. She has to be the one to decide.
You all arrived here from Cislodia, yes? In that case, you should depart via the south gate, rather than the one you arrived through.
Have you guys... checked your equipment lately?
After all that, Kisara never came back to see us.
I'm surprised she slipped away without us noticing. Where would she even go? I hope this place survives. You think the Danans and Renans have a chance of getting along? We didn't really do much to change things around here, did we?
This realm had its own walls to overcome. And in the end, it was the people themselves who decided to break them down, without any help from us. I hope they keep going. I really do.
Yeah, well, if you say so, I guess. Huh?
All right. I leave command of the Gold Dust Cats in your hands.
You've got nothing to worry about, Kisara. I'll do your brother proud.
Looks like it's time to go. Take good care of Zare for me. All right, Legil?
You've got it. Stay safe, Kisara.
Did you come to say goodbye?
Actually, I was wondering if you could use another companion.
Huh?
Well, we certainly don't mind you coming along. We just figured you'd stay behind and help rebuild. These people could use you.
I thought much the same thing. However, in the end, something changed my mind. Ever since Miguel died, I've been thinking a lot. About where I went wrong, what I should have done differently. You know, that sort of thing. It's true that our dream of coexistence saved many Danan lives, but we were naive and short-sighted. I was so wrapped up in my idea of how things should be that I didn't see the problems that existed right in front of us. I thought we had been given a utopia. And so I never bothered to look too far past its surface. I chose to be ignorant. And because of that, because of me, my brother...
Miguel's death wasn't your fault, Kisara.
Perhaps you're right. But in the end, it was me he entrusted this dream to. I learned that nothing in this life is free, or gained without sacrifice. Now that I know that, I'll just have to figure out what else I don't know.
So, decided to join us?
I have. And hopefully I can continue to protect Elda Menencia from outside the dream world, for the sake of those still inside.
And here I thought you joined for an opportunity on my life.
In all honesty, I'm grateful to you. I truly am. I don't blame you for what happened. But I must also leave your service. No longer will I be defined by protecting a Renan lord. From now on, when I fight to protect my dream. All I ask is that you do your part, that you fight alongside me, not just for those who used to believe in your dream, but for those that still do. Dohalim.
I understand. I'm no longer a lord anyway.
Well, this crew just gets bigger and bigger. All right, where to, team?
We make for Mahag Sar, the Valley of the Four Winds.
I'm amazed how easily you can move such a giant shield around like it's nothing.
Really? It's not actually as heavy as it looks.
It's really reassuring to have someone like you protecting us, though.
You know, I guess I never realized it before, but looking back, I've always been the sort to put myself in harm's way to protect those around me, even before I joined the Elder Guard. So, in a way, using this shield to keep you all safe feels like it's what I was meant to do.
You don't need to worry about protecting me. I don't plan on relying on you.
That's okay. It doesn't matter if you do or not. I don't protect people because they ask me to. I do it because I want to, and because I think it's the right thing to do. That goes for you too, Dohalim.
Me?
Yes. You see, you and I both want the same thing. We have the same goal. That means it's in my best interest to continue to protect and keep you safe as well. Even now.
I'm not sure how much protecting I'll need either, but I appreciate the thought. I'm sure you'll do us proud, Kisara.
Right. You can all count on me.
What was Kelzalek even after in the end?
Isn't it obvious? Clearly he wanted the throne for himself, and was gonna have his goons execute Dohalim to get it.
He had to have known he couldn't hope to defeat a lord. He should have run while he had the chance, instead of holding himself up in the palace.
Maybe he thought he couldn't run? Either way, the outcome's the same.
So he got desperate and decided to go for broke?
One might argue that he was another victim of mine, in a sense.
Huh?
There is no greater calling in life to a Renin than the crown contest, yet I refused to take part. The shock he felt at that must have been truly immense. Enough to drive him to revolt, even though doing so meant defying Renin hierarchy.
I know I've said this before, but Danans and Renins wouldn't coexist here if it wasn't for your stance.
But that was no lofty idealism on my part, nor do I feel any pride at what occurred.
Spare us the pity party. You literally just joined us to uphold those ideals.
Shion?
No, she is absolutely correct. I shall speak no more of my misgivings.
I think Hoodle senses something.
Mahag Sar. That makes 4 out of the 5 realms that I've visited.
That's far enough!
Dragon Swarm!
Vanquish darkness!
This
Fire
one is
Listen!
Explosive
Tiger
Ray!
Blade!
None shall escape my
Tiger
guidance!
That's it!
If they rush you, you gotta jump for cover, okay? Raging Cascade!
Blast the jump!
Take this!
Stand to cover! Air thrust!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
here!
Dragon Swarm!
This works! Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning!
Dragon Swarm!
This works!
I'll take out the lake with my shield.
We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Raging cascade! Sleep now!
It's over! Dragon Swarm!
I need to be stronger.
What's this thing?
Look, Hoodle! One of your buddies!
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Burning! Right! Hands in the wind!
Dragon Swarm!
Make it rain! This is it! May 1,000 gales tear you to shreds!
Okay, here I come.
50 nails! Falling storm!
Dragon Swarm!
Hear me! Flame of
Blast
fury!
the shot!
Burning strike! One glacial spear!
Take this!
Uniting supernova!
Piercing!
Freeze Lancer!
Hold up. Is this as valuable as I think it is?
A fish! You saw it.
I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond. And it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Ren and eyes. Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble. I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod. You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done.
Hey, what do you think about that spot?
Good idea. I'll go for that one. Ha! Nothing's biting. Ha! I've got something. Well, it's not bad, per se.
Maybe you could keep it as a pet.
And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins. Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us.
Okay!